Ladies and gentlemen, this is the continuation of the 2026 Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under division, still in our Group B division. Actually, this is our last game in Division B for day number 2. We are live inside the Green Hills West Clubhouse here in Roosevelt, San Juan, as this is our match at hand. EASTPRINT Impact Ballers matching up against Eagles, or the team of Ateneo de Manila University. Once again, my name is Rowie Sacote. Together with me is Justin Almeida. Justin, let's talk about the previous performance netong Blue Eagles.
Yes, the Blue Eagles, they're down 0-1. They lost to the team that played earlier, One Ball Gimba. They lost by 23 points, 76 to 43. And, they kept up with them in the first quarter, only going down by 3 points. But in that second quarter, they ended up down by 20. And it just spelled downhill from there. They had 24 turnovers. They were out-rebounded 41 to 58.
Wow.
And just not shooting from downtown well. They were 2 out of 23 from the field.
Meanwhile, their opponents naman, itong EASTPRINT Impact Ballers, as you can see on your screens right now. This is officially their first game as well. Parang katulad lang dun sa Pythons earlier.
Yeah, and I spoke to Coach Luis San Buenaventura. He said that they had a little bit of problems with their requirements. That's why they forfeited the first game. But he's confident in their team that their next ball games are must-win games, with his boys coming from different schools, namely NU, JRU, and some of the players to watch out for is Calix, McCoy, Peña, and Sarmiento.
So those are... Okay, let's now turn it over to our venue announcer, Danzel Santiago.
Here at Green Hills West Clubhouse, here in San Juan, as we review the consideration of Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball 2026 Talent ID. This is the fourth game of today's basketball action, featuring the 16 under of Eagles versus the EASTPRINT X Impact Ballers. We are live on our official YouTube channel of your Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball at my live streaming club via Filipinas Live app. Now let us meet the starting lineups from both teams. First from the Eagles. On guard number 85, Royce Plesnido. Also guard number 82, Marco Yoro. At guard number 81 is Spencer Saul. Also guard number 88, J. Daniel. Lane center number 17, Warner Keats Devon. Now let us meet the starting lineups for your EASTPRINT X Impact Ballers. On guard number 13, Nino Sarmiento. Also guard number 2, Prince de la Cruz. At guard number 4, Eddie Enriquez. Also guard number 16, Travis Estrada. And on the middle, number 3, Calix Stubig.
Starters on your screens right now for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers is Sarmiento, De La Cruz, Enriquez, Estrada, and Tubig. And for the Eagles is Fresnido, Yoroso, Ilen, and Diavore. Ladies and gentlemen, this is our fourth game for today. Last game in Group B. Once again, my name is Rowie Sacote. Together with me is Justin Almeida and Rain Martinez on the sideline. So this team, Eagles, coming off from their previous loss. Let's see if they will be bounced back, or they will have a bounce back game against EASTPRINT Impact Ballers, who will debut for the very first time.
And what a way to open the ball game there. They get a stop on the other end, and Sarmiento with a strong drive and the finish.
Opens up this game. Easy bucket already for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. As Eagles passes the inside, rejected by the black shirts, care of Travis Estrada. So you spoke to the head coach dito ng EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Justin, what do you have for us?
Well, he was talking about the players to watch out for. Of course, Calix, McCoy, Peña coming from NU, and Sarmiento from JRU.
Wow, and Chris Diavore was able to finish inside, credit the dime there. And Eagles naman, again, this is a team from the Ateneo de Manila University. It's a good reverse layup. Is good for Travis Estrada once again.
Using the length there. You can see the advantage from the side of EASTPRINT.
There comes Ateneo. Floater is no good for Spencer Saw, one of the Team A players playing out of one of the Team A players of Ateneo who played in the 16 under division in the UAAP last season. And I've covered this kid in the UAAP, as 3-point shots. Finds bottom for Nino Sarmiento.
Sarmiento starting out hot, has the 5 points of EASTPRINT. 5 out of their 7 points.
And right now, 7-2 is the score. Another turnover by the white shirts. But a counter steal by Spencer Saw. Less than 8 minutes to play here in the first quarter. Ateneo still looking for an answer here. And good floater for Jaden Ilen.
Jaden Ilen scoring on the broken play there. The pass was tapped, but he found the basketball and made the basket.
And basket and one for Royce Fresnido. That was a beautiful layup for Royce.
Backcourt pressure defense getting the steal and having a chance to tie the game.
As we take a look at this replay right there. Pati yung cameraman natin, sabi niya, bilis naman ng move na yan ni Royce Fresnido.
Pati siya na fake eh.
Oh. And now he'll head over to the line for one more. If he makes this shot, it will be a tied ball game. So for the Eagles, no, 5 players from his team are in the Team A team of Ateneo, as we take a look at Coach Jeffrey Mangubat together with assistant coaches Monroe Quezon and Ethel Tacorda. Kasi sabi ko, Coach, familiar yung mga ibang players mo dito. So they have Marco Yoro, Jaden Ilen, etong si Spencer Saw, and Chris Liavore. Covered those kids in the 16 under division ng UAAP season 88. And for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers naman, I'm pretty much sure this is the perfect time na magpasikat dito sa ating talent ID. Just like that!
Knowing the Eagles, no, they're always gonna run a great system. So EASTPRINT has they're up for a challenge here today.
Meanwhile, Jaden Ilen with that floater. That was a great defense, but better offense for the Blue Eagles. Oh, good drive by Estrada, but well bothered shot there by Chris Liavore. And easy floater for Royce Fresnido. Just basic basketball there for the Blue Eagles.
Great shot coming from Fresnido. Soft touch floater.
And that's going to be a walk in the park moment for Nino Sarmiento. Again, he's on fire for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers.
Yeah, that was a great read by Sarmiento. There was some miscommunication on defense and he made them pay.
That's a great stop right there for EASTPRINT. Impact Ballers taking their time here. 12 on the shot clock. Enriquez nowhere to go. Sarmiento kicks it. McCoy catch and shoot 3. Oh, smart move by Royce Fresnido, but rejected by Martin McCoy. And 3-point shot. Oh no, long distance 2 rather for Jaden Ilen.
Jaden Ilen just knocking it down from the corner, but you have to love the hustle from the Eagles. They didn't give up on that play.
And that's gonna be a foul on Marco Yoro. As we take a look at this replay, look at that long distance 2 from Jaden Ilen.
Just had a foot on the line.
Oh, masyadong malaki lang daw yung sapatos niya. 5.5 remaining here in the first. And that's going to be 2 free throws here for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Spencer So will be getting his first personal foul. As he missed on the first. These 2 free throws brought to you by Smart 5G. And of course, we are live in the Pilipinas Live app sa Milko Sports YouTube and Facebook page, and sa Tiebreaker Times Facebook page as well for the Valentine's special of the Milko Got Skills.
That was Julio San Buenaventura making 1 out of 2.
So we are tied at 12 apiece. 5 and 10 remaining. Oh, great pass. Easy bucket for Jaden Elen. Credit the dime from Ethan Manalo.
No, off that spin, and he gets the steal. Another dime.
From Marco Yoro naman with that finish. Great dive from Ezekiel Molina. Look at the pressure defense of Ateneo as Spencer walk in the park. Bompas the foul! Spencer Saw will head over to the line for one more. And that's going to be a foul on Nino Sarmiento. That's going to be his first personal foul. And EASTPRINT Impact Ballers will call a timeout. They are trailing by 6, 18-12 is the score with 4 minutes and 40 seconds remaining. We'll be back, folks, after the break. As we take a look at the EASTPRINT Impact Ballers earlier, and right now at the line is Spencer Saw. Before the timeout break, that was a great and one opportunity for Spencer. And this is one of the kids that I've covered during the UAAP season 88 in the 16 under division. So 5 players out of his lineup for Coach Jeffrey Mangubat are in the Team A lineup for Ateneo. And this is composed of the Team Bs. Etong naglalaro sa ating Talent ID 16 under division. There are some players who are still in grade 7, also in grade 8. And all of their players are homegrown, meaning all are nag-aaral talaga sa Ateneo.
So developing homegrown talent for the Blue Eagles.
Look at the defense as Jaden Elen gets the steal. Fast break opportunity. High arcing floaters, no go. Ooh! Ethan Manalo over 3. EASTPRINT defenders.
Ethan Manalo is, a player to watch out for here. Once he went inside the ball game, he made an immediate impact.
As Calix Tubig with that easy layup. Quick retaliation play. 21-14 is the score. Molina kicks it to Yoro. Yoro bumps, Yoro takes, and Yoro will miss. So far, EASTPRINT Impact Ballers needs to take care of the ball much better and choose better shot selections, because they are forcing most of their shots against Ateneo, and Ateneo is doing a phenomenal job defensively.
Yeah, especially that they have the length and the size. They're gonna have to try to find ways around it.
And grabe din yung sistema ni Coach Jeffrey Mangubat in this team. Clearly doing a lot of improvements compared to the previous game. Again, they lost by 23 points, diba?
Yes.
In their previous game against Team 1 Ball Gimba, who also won earlier against Grassroots PH Pythons.
40-point victory.
Oh.
Para sa 1 Ball Gimba.
.17 on the shot clock here for EASTPRINT. That's a long distance shot. Hits the back iron and miss for Travis Estrada. Yoro. Great defense by EASTPRINT. However, Molina fakes the pass, decides to give it anyway. But off the mark for Marco Yoro.
So almost everyone touching the basketball in that possession for Ateneo. But not ending with a basket as Yoro airmails that three-pointer.
So still a 7-point lead in favor of the white shirts. Sarmiento. EASTPRINT taking a lot of time here, and they're also only fielding 8 players. Tatlo lang yung nasa bench ngayon ng EASTPRINT. But fadeaway jumper for Travis Estrada.
It's a tough jumper coming from Calix, fading away to the left.
Almost a steal, but Yoro retains possession. And here comes Nino from the left side, but couldn't connect. And the last touch by Ateneo. Ball stays with EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. As we take a look at this fadeaway, look at that footwork. Just want to remind everyone,
16 under.
16 under lang tong mga to. But you can see that footwork of Travis Estrada. He just made it look easy. Why? It just shows that he did a lot of practice just to, you know, execute that move.
He worked on that shot.
Swabe, no?
Alam mo, last time ko nakita yan, yung footwork na ganyan, si Kobe pa yung gumagawa ng mga ganyan.
Or si Rowie, no? Kobe, Rowie, Curry. Magkakarime eh. Ibang klase talaga eh. But kidding aside, folks, it just shows that he really did, you know, extra effort to... Kasi if it looks easy, it just means that he really put in the work. And that's the beauty of basketball. And just like that, 3-point shot for Royce Fresnido.
An easy-looking 3 for Royce, putting in the work as well.
And there's a dribbling violation on Peña. So ball goes back to Ateneo as we take a look at this wide open 3, hand down, man down. Royce Fresnido delivering the bucket for Ateneo. And Fresnido was feeling it that time, but can't connect it. There's an offensive foul. And look at the bench of Ateneo cheering, applauding on that defensive play.
Look at Ateneo play well-organized basketball. In that offensive set, everyone touched the ball. They're moving it and swinging it to the open man. They just didn't make the basket, but they get a stop on the other end right away.
So less than 40 seconds remaining. As well defended there for EASTPRINT. There's a foul. Is that going to be on Molina? I don't know. That's going to be on Carl Gondionco. And that's the 14th foul for Ateneo.
Siyempre, itong Eagles, no, they're very eager to make up for that loss in their opening day.
Especially that was a huge loss, no? Their opening day, 23 points yung talo nila doon. Of course, Coach Jeffrey Mangubat, Coach Monroe Quezon, and Coach Ethel Tacorda really talk to their team na hindi na pwede mangyari to sa susunod na laban natin. Especially, hindi nila na-scout pa tong EASTPRINT Impact Ballers because this is their first official game in this tournament.
Nagulat din sila no, sa caliber ng mga teams dito.
And at the same time, Coach Jeffrey Mangubat, no, looking for the next man up dito sa arsenal nila because they're now looking for the new players in their Team A division. So kailangan magpasikat ng mga naglalaro ngayon dito for Eagles, especially those players who are playing in the Team B. And there's a foul on Rich Kurt de la Cruz. And nasa penalty na itong Eagles. So that's gonna be 2 free throws for EASTPRINT.
Penalty situation for the Eagles, but good news is there's only 6.6 seconds left here in the first quarter.
As Benaventura knocks down the first free throw. Second one, no good, so he's 1 for 2. But gets his own miss, Benaventura. And that is the end of the first quarter. 7-point lead in favor of Eagles, 24-17. So far, what a great display of action between these two teams.
It was EASTPRINT Impact Ballers who had the start, or had a great start, but the Eagles, once they applied that full court pressure, that trap at the half court, they forced a lot of turnovers, they made some baskets, got some end one plays, and they gained this lead at the end of the first quarter.
So, ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first quarter. Our score is 24-17 in favor of Eagles. We'll have a quick break. Stay tuned for more right after this.
You were still here for our fifth game of the day, Eagles versus EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Coach Jeff of Eagles says that today is their way to redeem themselves. Gusto nga daw nilang i-enjoy lang ang laro today, pero hindi nila inaalis sa kanilang isipan kung bakit sila andito sa ligang ito. Dagdag pa niya, mas nagkakilanlan na nga raw ang team, kaya mas confident na sila sa maipapakitang performance at dynamics ang grupo sa mga susunod pang laro. Back to the gentleman, Rowie and Justin.
And yun nga ang kailangan nila Coach Jeffrey Mangubat in this ball game, especially they're trying to fill in or do some adjustments, especially in their 16 under division. But at the opening of the second quarter, 3-point shot for Peña.
Just a kick out to Peña there, and he drains that triple, a much needed basket off of the timeout.
And right now, Eagles just up by 4 na lang. EASTPRINT slowly cutting down the lead here, but Royce Fresnido, after a strong first quarter, he's trying to carry it to the second quarter as well.
Just with that hesitation and breaking down his defender, going for that soft touch with the floater.
Oh, hard collision there between those two players. And that's Jaime Dolera and etong si Eddie Enriquez.
It's a scary collision between two players. Good to see them both stand up, back on their feet.
As that's going to be 2 free throws here for Eddie Enriquez. Let's see if he can knock down the first one, and he does. Cuts down the lead off Eagles just by 1 though, 21-26. Or just by 5 rather. And 2 for 2 for Enriquez. 9 minutes remaining. And this is a good sign. I'm looking at the bench of EASTPRINT right now. Lima na yun nasa bench na. Earlier it was 2. Ngayon pa konti-konting nadadagdagan na. So, oo.
So that's gonna matter in the end game, no? At least their main guys can get some minutes for rest. Let's see what happens as we enter the late stages.
As there's a foul on Eddie Enriquez once again. So that's going to be his first personal foul. And that's the first team foul here for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Oh, miscommunication there for Ateneo. As De La Cruz, floater is up and good.
Making them pay, getting that steal and a quick basket on the other end.
Bayona, turnaround jumper. Rattles it in. Ricky Bayona. That was a textbook move. And oh, that was a tough drive by Nino Sarmiento. And oh my goodness, we have players down on the floor. That's Royce Fresnido. As we have an official stoppage of play. But let's take a look at that drive by Nino Sarmiento, no? Slicing the D off the Eagles as Royce Fresnido still shaking up here. And we have an official stoppage of play because he's in pain right now and he's being assisted going back to the bench.
Having a hard time planting that foot. They need to assist him. Hopefully Fresnido is okay.
And they're up by 2 because of that guy, no? Itong si Royce Fresnido. The leading scorer, if I'm not mistaken, for Ateneo as of now. But back to the ball game na tayo. So we hope that's not that serious for Royce Fresnido because he's a much needed player for Coach Jeffrey Mangubat. But back to the ball game tayo. And 3-point shot.
Oh, and a sorry miss there.
And here comes another fast break opportunity as EASTPRINT knocks it down easy.
Fast break layup, and look, don't look now, we're all tied at 28.
Oh, 28 already with 7 minutes and 17 remaining. And happy Valentine's, Justin. No? Grabe ang bakbakan ng dalawang koponan natin ngayon. However, miscommunication there because actually Bayona could have just taken that shot, no? But it was too unselfish, resulting to a turnover.
A little bit too unselfish on that play. What a run here coming from EASTPRINT. No? They were down as big as 7 points and slowly coming back here in our second quarter.
And a 3-point shot was way off the mark for Prince de la Cruz. Floater is up. Ilen again. That's his patented shot, no? For Jaden Ilen. Imagine, ang tangkad na ni Jaden Ilen and high arcing pa yung shot niya. How do you guard that guy?
No, you have to be way taller than him to get a hand on that shot.
Or, you know, before he even go for a momentum, no? Pigilan mo kaagad. Oh, great pull-up. And bounces out nga lang for Eddie Enriquez. Here comes another opportunity for Ateneo. Molina. And, ooh, in and out for Richard de la Cruz from the right corner. And we have a substitution.
Slow start for the Eagles here in the second quarter. They are up by 2 points. But you know, I think they've only scored about 4 points here.
So less than 6 minutes of action in the first half. Look at that speed! But the shot was too strong for Martin McCoy.
Overcooks that layup. Too fast for his own good.
Oh, good fake. Step back. And wala nga lang for Marion Mabigat.
Gandang finish sana yun, eh, no? Step back, side step 3.
As a missed shot for Matt Velasquez. As there's a pushing foul on Martin McCoy. That's going to be second personal foul as we take a look at that replay. Yung foul ni Martin McCoy getting second. So 28-30 is the score. 3-point shot, can't get it. Strong rebound by Ateneo. And there's a sakiring. May sakiring bang call? No, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just kidding around. It's called a kickball violation. So shot clock will reset to 14 for the Eagles. And still no go. Same spot, same result as Jaden Ilen missed that right corner 3.
0-for-2 for Jaden Ilen from that right corner.
Jacob Young with the rebound. Here comes Ilen. Oh, great defense. And we have a home run for Ateneo. And, Eagles are saying that natapal daw doon ng EASTPRINT ang bola. And yun ang sinasabi ni Molina. But our referee saying no, that was a no touch rather for EASTPRINT. Oh, I like the muscle there but no go for Deato.
Good intentions to power it inside, but did not have enough control after he left that shot up.
And baseline jumper, couldn't get it to go. Strong rebound by Deato. Or that was Martin McCoy rather, and it's stolen away by Ateneo. Ilen. Crazy sequence here, folks. Ilen tries to go for an up, another move. Almost a travel there, but still a turnover for the Eagles. So some substitutions here. As Samuel Manlutak will be checking in for the first time here for Eagles. Eto, Just want to give a huge shoutout sa isang matalik kong kaibigan na actually kasama ko kahapon. Yung dad neto ni Samuel Manlutak, etong si Harris Manlutak. So shoutout to Harris Manlutak, one of my good friends. Kasama ko yan sa 4:30 AM basketball club namin sa aming lugar, no?
Sabi ko sa inyo kung sa sipag lang at saka sa aga ng gising, RS.
Yes. Uminom lang ako ng kape doon sa court. Yun ang ginagawa ko.
Nakita ko ngayon kape na inano niya.
But, kidding aside, folks, back to the ball game tayo. 30-28 is the score. Just a 2-point lead in favor of Ateneo, but way off the mark for Manlutak. Here comes EASTPRINT. Martin. Sarmiento. And there's a foul on the floor. So they will inbound the ball to the side.
Foul was called on the floor for the gather.
That's going to be Jaden Ilen's first personal foul. As EASTPRINT ex Impact Ballers will call a timeout. Stay tuned, folks, as we'll be back after this.
Once again, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Valentine's Day special 2026 Milku Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 and under division. We are now in the Group B category. It is between Eagles and EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Of course, the Eagles having this 2-point lead as it is a baseline inbound from Impact Ballers as they commit a turnover there and a frustration foul called on, that is number 16, Travis Estrada. So that's not what you want off of a timeout. They drew up a play and was not able to execute. The Eagles now with possession. They give it inside to the middle, blocked by Estrada, but the Eagles getting their own miss. And no good from the attempt there. That was from Jacob Yang. Quick stop on the other end. Estrada scoring and making up for that previous turnover as they tie it now 30 all with 2 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in our second quarter. Ball is moving around. They give it to the low post. And a steal.
So 2 minutes and 5 seconds remaining, tied at 30 apiece, and what an acrobatic layup for Marco Yoro.
Marco Yoro regaining the lead here for the Eagles off that counter steal.
And now Eagles are up by 2 here. Still a tight ball game. And good steal for Marco Yoro. From offense to defense, 3-on-1 break, and he'll take it all the way. Marco Yoro wants to take over here for Ateneo.
And just when EASTPRINT tied the ball game, the Eagles waking up with back-to-back baskets and trying to get another stop.
Look at the hustle play right there between these two. And there's a foul. So that's going to be an active shooting. So Travis Estrada will head over to the line for a pair. Let's take a look at Yoro with that tough finish. And nonchalant lang si Marco Yoro and getting the steal. And he'll take it all the way. That was even a 3-on-1 break.
Marco Yoro extending this lead.
Travis Estrada, let's see if he can knock down the first one, and he does. Again, we are live in the Pilipinas Live app, Milku Sports YouTube and Facebook page, and Tiebreaker Times Facebook page. Second attempt. Can't get it to fall. Manalo with the rebound. A minute and 20 remaining here in the second quarter. Manlutak. Oh, Manalo. He was actually wide open earlier but decides to pass it to Chris Liavore with the end one play.
And that time around, yung unselfishness ng Eagles working in their favor as they found that end one basket feeding Lavore inside.
And Martin McCoy was late to contest that shot as he gets his third personal foul. And there's a okay, there we go. So the foul, they corrected the foul. So the foul was on number 16, Travis Estrada, not on Martin McCoy. So Martin McCoy still has 2 personal fouls. And lucky break yun kasi ang ganda pa naman ng performance ni Martin McCoy dito. Great defensive hustle here for the white shirts. And the rushed shots for Marion Mabigat.
EASTPRINT getting a little careless with the basketball. Multiple turnovers off of the outlet pass and stepping on the out-of-bounds line was Sarmiento.
Oo. And Coach Jeffrey Mangubat wants to draw up a play here. He'll be calling a timeout. 36-31 is the score, folks. More Milku Sports action when we return. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Milka Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent. 16 under Group B is the Eagles up by 5 here, 36-31. Mabigat has the rock, pass it, right corner triple, can't get it to go. For Tayshawn Paskogin.
Get the open shot at the corner. Paskogin unable to convert.
So 43 seconds remaining here. And nasa penalty na etong Blue Eagles. So that's why Travis Estrada will head over to the line for a pair. Actually, both teams are already in the penalty, no? With 43.1 seconds remaining. However, Travis couldn't sink in the first one.
Something that EASTPRINT has to take care of, no? These free throws.
And full court defense ginagawa dito ng EASTPRINT, and that's gonna be a dribbling violation on Tayshawn Paskogin. That's gonna be a turnover. Pinakita talaga ng referee natin, no? May pagmamahal yung signal niya. Pero balik ang bola dito sa black shirts with 14 on the 24. And that's gonna be a turnover. Ball goes back to Eagles. As Sarmiento can't get it, but another miss. And there's a foul on Marion Mabigat. Oh no, the foul's on okay, I got confused there. Was the foul on Marion?
Not quite sure who the foul was called on. It's a shooting.
Ayun nga. Na-clarify na ng referee natin.
It was a shooting foul.
As he sinks in the second one, Ateneo up by 3 na lang. And that's gonna be a foul. Clearly, a foul on Peña. He was holding on Marco Yoro. So, since penalty na, itong EASTPRINT Impact Ballers, 2 free throws naman on the other end for Ateneo.
So that's unfortunate here for EASTPRINT. That was a foul that you could have let go.
Yes. As he misses on the first one. Wow, these two teams are kind of 50-50 at the charity stripe. And that's one of the things that you need to work on, especially in a close ball game like this. Is that basket will count. So 37-33. Just a 4-point lead with 27 seconds remaining. So babalik pa sa Ateneo ang possession na to. Peña loses the ball. That's going to be a turnover. So the Blue Eagles, will they go for the last shot here? As Coach, actually it was Coach Monroe Quezon who was talking to the referee to call a timeout. As let's take a look at this turnover. Look at that. He was bothered by the presence of Marion Mabigat. As we have a timeout break, folks. We'll be back after this. This Milku Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under division 16 under Group B division is brought to you by Smart 5G, Pilipinas Live, Philippine Sports Commission, and Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. In our fourth game for today, it has been a tight game between these two teams.
Let's see what they're gonna draw up here. The Eagles looking to use most of the shot clock.
As quick bucket right there for Marco Yoro, increasing the lead to 6. Again, the pressure defense of Ateneo, and that's going to be an offensive foul against EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. So babalik ulit sa Ateneo ang bola with 9.1 seconds remaining.
Eagles just coming up with multiple stops here in the last 2 minutes of this first half.
Chris, 5 seconds. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first half. A 6-point lead in favor of Eagles, but still, clearly, anybody can still take this win.
For EASTPRINT Impact Ballers, it was a great quarter for them. Travis Estrada and Nino Sarmiento doing some damage here in the second, tying it all up at 30. But after that timeout by the Eagles, they quickly picked it up and made so many stops there in the backcourt, leading into those transition baskets, coming up with a 6-point lead at the end of the first half.
And like what Justin mentioned, our score is 39-33. 6-point lead in favor of the Eagles. We'll have a quick halftime break, folks. Stay tuned down as we'll be back right after this. even though Ateneo is still up by 6 points here, we still have 20 more minutes of action during the first half, no? Naka 5 free throw attempts lang etong Ateneo compared to EASTPRINT Impact Ballers 14 attempts. And out of those 14 attempts, naka 7 made shots sila from the charity stripe, and points from turnovers ang huge factor dito for the Eagles, capitalizing on those 17 turnovers ng EASTPRINT Impact Ballers.
Yes, and if you look at yung sa turnover department natin, no, East Impact Ballers just not efficient with taking care of that basketball. Committed 17 turnovers in the first half compared to 10 from the Eagles.
And great defense right there for Chris Liavore. And clearly there was a holding foul on Martin McCoy. That's gonna be his third. Hinatak niya yung jersey doon ni Chris Liavore. Ayun, warning pa on Martin McCoy for resentment to a call given by Boyong Manyalak, one of our referees. And strong rebound by Chris Liavore. Nakabawi ka agad si Chris doon. And great defense by Ethan Manalo.
Chris Liavore trying to make an immediate impact here in our second half.
And here in the third quarter, it's very physical right now. A lot of bodies banging each other dito sa ating third quarter. It just shows that both of these teams really wants to get their win in this tournament.
Of course, the Eagles falling short in their opening game.
Yes.
Against the game earlier, one ball game pa.
As 2 free throws dito para kay Nino Sarmiento. And EASTPRINT Impact Ballers only fielding 10 players. Meanwhile, 16 naman for the Eagles. So complete lineup dito. Sila Coach Jeffrey Mangubat. And here comes Peña with the steal. Nick. And that's gonna be a travel. Great defense right there. Actually, nag-hesitate kasi siya doon sa drive na yon.
That was just a bit of a careless pass from Yoro. He tried to feed it to the free throw line area to his big man, but he wasn't ready.
And a jump ball will be called. And possession arrow is pointing towards Ateneo. So ball stays with the Eagles with 5 seconds to cross. As Chris misses on that layup, got bothered by Jacob Deato. Spencer gives it, right corner 3, knocks that one in for Richard De La Cruz.
Richard De La Cruz coming in, making an impact. A nice kick out pass from Saul.
Oh, good fake, but still well defended by Chris Liavore. There's going to be a foul call.
I think it's going to be called on De La Cruz of the Eagles.
As we take a look at that replay right there, great defense by Ateneo, and papalitan yung ating bola. It just shows na grabe ang dikdikan dito sa laro natin ngayon. 14 on the shot clock here for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. As good cut, but great defense by Ethan Manalo. Spencer will drive but couldn't finish. Rebound by McCoy.
Could have been a 4-point swing there if the Eagles made that basket.
And now let's turn it over to our courtside reporter, Rain Martinez, for our third quarter report. Rain?
Ashley Sarmiento, the 16-year-old key player of Impact Ballers, has continued to strive and shine in the league. Nasabi nga ni Ashley na defense ang kanyang pinaghahandaan kesa opensa. Although, confident naman daw siya at ang Impact Ballers sa kakayahan at capability nila as a group. Dahil naghanda naman daw sila against this team at maghahanda pa raw sila sa mga susunod pang laban. Back to the gentlemen.
Nino Sarmiento with that shot while Rain was giving that report. So even though they came in prepared here, mas naging prepared pa from the looks of it. Sila Coach Jeffrey Mangubat and etong Eagles coming into this game because they're up by 7.
The Eagles, of course, they really felt that first loss against their opponents earlier. One-ball Gimba. You can see the eagerness na makabawi talaga itong squad from Katipunan.
44-38 is the score. A 3-point miss for Gandionco. Nowhere to go. Gives it. Ilen will lay it up. And tapikan ng bola. Nakuha dito ni Ethan Manalo. Great defense by EASTPRINT. And there's a foul. Oh. And that's going to be a technical foul on Martin McCoy. That's going to be his 4th. He was given a warning earlier for resentment to a call. He was saying that he was just boxing out. Pero may hold kasi.
It's not his day. Talking about Martin McCoy already with 4 fouls. Ooh.
Oh, okay. So this is what happened. So I thought rectang technical kagad ang ginawa ng referee natin. So before that, there was a foul. That was the 4th personal foul ni Martin McCoy. And after that foul, he was given a tech for the second infraction of resentment to call because he had a warning earlier. Yun yung pang-5 niya. So he is now out. And this is the technical free throw given to Carl Gandionco, which he missed. So Martin McCoy already out in this game.
A very early exit for Martin McCoy as he is one of the main defensive anchors for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers.
Oh, well read. And there's an unsportsmanlike foul on Ricky Bayona. And I believe the unsportsmanlike foul call. Okay, so that was criteria number 3, unnecessary contact to stop the progress of the team in transition. So that's going to be 2 free throws plus ball possession for Sarmiento. Yun ang argument naman ni Coach Jeffrey Mangubat. Hindi naman parang, anong tawag dun sa NBA, yung transition take foul. Meron namang nakadepensa pa sa likod, but our referee saying yung intent kasi is kaya siya fumal, alam niya nang may fast break opportunity. So regardless, that's gonna be an unspo. At mabalik pa sa EASTPRINT ang bola, and they're now just trailing by 4 here, so they have an opportunity to cut down the lead to just 2 or by 1 if they could take a 3. Here comes Jacob Deato. Jacob, up and under move. Great defense by Ateneo.
Just the defense of Ateneo. Everyone just walling up and no one jumping.
Ball stays with the Blue Eagles with 18 on the shot clock. And great steal by Sarmiento. Nino. Oh, great find. Easy bucket. Almost went out pass for Eddie Enriquez.
Almost, but it fell down for Enriquez.
So less than 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Just a 2-point lead na lang in favor of Ateneo. EASTPRINT slowly cutting down the lead here. They are building up a momentum against the Blue Eagles. De La Cruz fakes. He'll take it. But no go as Calix Tubig with the rebound. Sarmiento. Taking their time here. 13 on the 24. Kicks it. Oh. And that's going to be a turnover. Actually, he was wide open. Si Jacob Deato doon. I don't know. I didn't know why he still decided to take it inside. That's why he got heavily guarded na. Oh, good bounce pass. Rejected by Travis Estrada, leaving a wide open Eddie Enriquez in transition. And we are now tied at 44 apiece with 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining. Coach Jeffrey Mangubat wants to call a timeout. That was a great play, Justin.
What a great block there coming from EASTPRINT as they run in transition, get the basket, and we're all tied at 44.
And that is a timeout break, folks. Atid sa inyo ng Smart 5G. We'll have a quick break. We'll be back after this. Ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the Milku Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 Under Division Group B, as this is now a deadlock at 44 with 4 minutes and 40 remaining. EASTPRINT playing without Martin McCoy here as Eagles missing on that floater, care of Jaden Ilen, but rattles it in for Spencer Saw.
Ateneo always answering the call off of the timeout. Earlier, we were all tied at 30, and after that timeout, they extended their lead back up to 6. Let's see if they can do the same thing here.
As 4 minutes and 10 seconds remaining. Strong drive, but the shot was also strong. And ball stays with Eagles with 19 on the shot clock. Wow, kitang-kita natin, no? Ibang klase ang intensity ngayon ng dalawang koponan natin as we take a look at this high arcing one-handed shot of Spencer Saw, part of the Team A of Ateneo. Mabigat has it. Oh, good play. Wide open three. Off the mark for Jaime Dolera. Here comes EASTPRINT. Oh, no hesitation triple naman. Or long distance two rather.
Quick shot on the side of EASTPRINT.
As Yoro, iniwas niya pa doon sa arm ni Calix Tubig yung bola. That's why he got tangled there and got hacked, resulting to a foul. As we take a look at this replay, oh, iniwas niya pa eh.
Fishing for the foul there from Calix Tubig.
Two shots here for Marco Yoro as he knocks down the first one. Calm and collected at the charity stripe. After this, may isang quarter pa, Justin, no? So, what a great ball game that we have right now for our last game in our Group B, because the next game will be moving on to Group C between JBA Elites and Hoops United. Oh, same spot. Different result as he misses. Pressure defense here executed by Ateneo. Good pass. Easy bucket for Travis Estrada.
That was a nice dish coming from San Buenaventura.
It's just a one-point ball game. Great defense by Tubig. As Peña will take it all the way, and he'll head over to the line for a pair.
This guy is dangerous when he gets a full head of steam. Talking about Peña, look at him. Once he goes downhill, he's hard to stop because he has that wide frame and also has the agility to move side to side.
And that was a fearless drive, no? That was against 3 Blue Eagles. Pero fearless drive from Nick Peña. If he makes these two, lamang na ang EASTPRINT. And with that shot, he ties the game with 47 all as Coach Jeffrey Mangubat talking to Dolera here, giving some instructions. Second attempt, ayan. Because of that shot, lamang na ang EASTPRINT Impact Ballers ng isa. Less than 3 minutes of action remaining in the third. Oh, hesitated there was Ethan Manalo. Great defense by EASTPRINT, pero sumakto pa kay Yoro ulit. But again, another miss, but third time's the charm for Ethan Manalo.
Ethan Manalo, you don't have to draw up plays for him. He has been so aggressive on those offensive rebounds and saving possessions for the Eagles.
As rejected by EASTPRINT, and we have players down on the floor right now, I believe. Oh, and he's still down. And I'm pretty much sure babangon lang rin to as we take a look at that block. Access denied by Prince de la Cruz. And 2026 na yun, no? And nag-planking doon si Julio San Benaventura. That was, 13 years ago?
When you were still
5 years old. 5 years old pa ako noon. Doon rin nag-start yung Milko.
Yeah.
2013. Tama ba? Planking was, nag-viral yun noong 2013?
Ganun na.
Diba? Ang daming challenges dati, viral. Ang daming nag-viral ngayon, pero eto, back to the ball game tayo, folks, as Sarmiento dribbling down the ball. Less than 2 minutes of action here in the third. Nice pass inside. Oh, and great defense by Marco Yoro, and there's gonna be 2 free throws for Calix Tubig.
I like to see Calix Tubig getting a little more aggressive now on the offensive end. You know, he could be the missing link for EASTPRINT. He has that size, and they should utilize him down low.
And he'll be shooting a pair here. Again, another 2 free throws for EASTPRINT. However, missing on the first. Again, these 2 free throws brought to you by Philippine Sports Commission, Pilipinas Live, and of course, Sabang Basketball ng Pilipinas, or SBP. Second attempt. It's the back iron and miss. Oh, what a great rejection from Ethan Manalo. Mabigat. Thought about it. Kicks it back to Molina. Passes it cross court. One-handed shot is no go for Marco Yoro as there's a whistle on, or out of bounds, rather. Last touch by Ethan Manalo.
Yeah, that was a floater coming from Marco Yoro. Maybe he should have brought it in a bit closer.
Good pass inside. And basket bounces out, or the ball bounces out for Calix Tubig. He was wide open that time. And Yoro all the way to the rim.
And exactly what we wanted him to do, to bring it closer to the hole. He has the ability to go through the defenders. And he's successful in that one.
And another stop from the Eagles, and a foul on Calix Tubig. That's gonna be second personal foul, and 2 free throws here for Ateneo. Kasi nasa penalty na itong EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Both of these teams doesn't want to break. Ayaw nila mag-relax, no? Not a single team has broken away so far.
That's going to be a miss on the first free throw. That is number 63 for the Eagles.
Oh, itong si Marion Mabigat. 43 seconds remaining. Oh, that's what we call a knockout play, no? Easy for Nick Peña.
You can't let them score that easy. You're only up by 2 points.
Transition defense. Kailangan improve dito ng Ateneo as Elen. No go. Gets it back, and easy bucket. Great time from Ethan Manalo.
Again, it's Manalo. Manalo, who has been saving them, getting those extra possessions for them, giving that assist up, and getting a basket for the Eagles.
10 seconds remaining here. Elen gives it. Mabigat gets it back to Elen. 2 seconds. Rejected by Jacob Deato, and that is the end of the third quarter. What a tight ball game, Justin. Just a 4-point lead in favor of Ateneo.
Yeah, we've seen good things from both teams. EASTPRINT refusing to give up, tying this ball game once again at 39, I think. But Ateneo always, after a timeout, they answer the call of the instructions of their coaches, and once again pulling away by 4 points as we end the third quarter.
So we still have 10 more minutes of action here. 54-50 is our score at the end of the third. Now, who will take home their victory in this ball game? As that question will be answered after 10 minutes of action. Stay tuned, folks. We'll have a quick break. We'll be back right after this. Minutes of action between Eagles and EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Eagles starting out the fourth quarter with a 4-point lead here, but EASTPRINT has a lot of time to bounce back here. Kasi apat lang naman inabot as there's an early foul at the start of the fourth.
Looks like it's going to be a shooting foul.
Oh, Matt Velasquez playing limited minutes here but gets his first personal foul already. At pinahinga kagad siya ni Coach Jeffrey Mangubat. Sarmiento will head over to that for 2 again.
Reaching in the last minute. That was Velasquez. The last second rather.
Oh, and kakastart lang na fourth quarter. Siya yung nag-start. After 18 seconds. Pinahinga kagad ni Coach Jeffrey Mangubat.
That's gonna be growing pains for Velasquez.
It's like what you mentioned just in our second game. It's either you win or you learn naman in basketball. And these players for Ateneo, again, they are composed of mixture of Team A's and grade 7 and grade 8. So a lot of the development pa for these players is strong rebounds, resulting to a jump ball. And possession arrows pointing towards Ateneo's favor, so ball stays with the white shirts.
Alam mo, nakaka-relate rin ako sa mga ganyang situations. Yung parang nasa short leash ka ng teams mo. So, sometimes when you create errors like that, they take you out right away. You really have to go back to the drawing board, work on your mistakes, and just come back a better player. It's all about the proper mindset.
Yes, akala ko nakarelate ka. Sinabi kong grade 7 and grade 8. No?
Yun din.
Yes.
Nag-cut lang ako ng class today.
Okay. Today?
May weekend.
May weekend kayo.
Extra units para
Grade 7, grade 8, may units na. Ibang klase pa lang senior high ngayon, no?
Sige na, nahuli mo na ako.
But back to the ball game, folks. There was a travel, but nakuha pa rin ng Ateneo ang bola as they get a stop here. But a counter steal on the other end. EASTPRINT just trailing by 2. Sarmiento. Oh, look at the handles of Sarmiento. Spins, passes it. And ball rolls out nga lang for EASTPRINT, and a rebound here by Ethan Manalo. Fast break opportunity. Manlutak fakes. Manlutak will take, and he'll score for his first bucket in this game for Samuel Manlutak.
Manlutak off the bench.
Oh. And that's his first made shot here. Welcome to Milku Sports Got Skills Talent ID 16 under division. Look at the... Kahit si Justin napapa-oohs and ahs na lang doon sa move na yun as there's a foul here. And that's going to be an active shooting foul. So that's going to be 2 free throws for EASTPRINT. As we take a look at that. Great fake, great take for Samuel Manlutak. Samuel will be getting his first personal foul. 2 shots here for EASTPRINT. As Deato knocks down the first one, cuts down the lead of Eagles to 3. 8 minutes and 1 second remaining before we end our last game in our Group D division, or Group D bracket. Great defense by EASTPRINT on that play because Jaden Ilen took it all on his own.
Jaden Ilen had a great first half actually, especially in the first quarter. Has gone quite silent here.
As right now, for the tie, can't get it. Ball goes to Ateneo once again. Molina passes it to Spencer. Up and under move. Oh my! That was a tough finish for Spencer. So against two EASTPRINT Impact defenders. Grabe, nagliliparan yung mga players natin dito. Sobrang taas tumalon eh, no? Why not? Just like that. Look at that rebound by Spencer. So up in the air. Spencer loses the rock. And that's a turnover. Great defense here for Nick Peña. As we take a look at that replay, oh. Spencer saw
Using the shoulder to get a little bit of space. Just enough to hit that floater from the paint.
So, 5-point lead here in favor of Ateneo. Sarmiento. Too strong. Rebound by Samuel Mandutak. Oh, free throw line jumper off the glass is good for Jaden Ilen. And may timeout tayo dito for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers because Ateneo now slowly increasing the lead to 7. So, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned lang. But let's look at this beautiful wide open free throw line jumper for Jaden Ilen. Doon na pa timeout ang EASTPRINT Impact Ballers doon. 60-53 is the score. More Stallion or more Milko Sports action when we return. The 2026 Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 Under Division is brought to you by Smart 5G, Pilipinas Live App, Philippine Sports Commission, and Samahang Basketball ng Pilipinas. Eagles enjoying a 7-point lead here. As Mandutak, well defending itong si Julio San Buenaventura. 19 seconds on the shot clock here. Ateneo going for a full court intense defense. Pero naitawid lang kagad dito ni Nino Sarmiento.
Yeah, this is a good strategy, for the Eagles with Coach Jeffrey Mangubat. They're going for that full court pressure. They're trying to, yung di na nila bibigyan ng buhay itong EASTPRINT as they extended this lead to 7.
But Calix too big. Trimmed down the lead to 5 after that shot inside. As right now, Ilen almost loses it. Kicks it. And that's going to be a travel against Ateneo. Ball goes back to EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Let's take a look at that pass. And that shot for Calix Tubig. Smooth like butter. Like a criminal undercover. Anong next doon? Nakalimutan ko eh. Hindi mo alam yun? But kidding aside, folks, Ilen with the layup and rolls in for Jaden Ilen.
Much needed basket there for the Eagles as EASTPRINT got the stop, got the basket and a stop.
And right now, Ateneo, like what you mentioned, Justin, Ateneo with the stop here as they're trying to build up a momentum. Spencer kicks it to Molina. Oh, wants to go low post. Oh, good pass to Spencer. So, but that was a wide open miss for Spencer.
Found himself a bit too deep and he had to adjust his shot.
And still couldn't connect as tapika ng bola. Nakuha dito ng EASTPRINT again. Baseline jumper for Sarmiento in and out. Spencer, strong rebound. Wide open three, no go again. But Molina with the steal. EASTPRINT turning the ball over consecutive times here. As a missed shot for Spencer, but look at the hustle play for Spencer. Good defense for Tubig. Fast break opportunity here. And bounces in for Nino Sarmiento, and he was asking for a foul there. Cuts down the lead to just 5, 62-57.
Yeah, a couple of broken plays here, and EASTPRINT getting a basket there. It's down to 5 points.
Oh, there was a call. As we take a look at this replay after that shot by Nino Sarmiento.
Technical foul on the assistant coach of EASTPRINT and Impact Ballers for sportsmanlike behavior.
Okay, so there was a technical foul on the assistant coach of EASTPRINT Impact Ballers for unsportsmanlike behavior. So that's gonna be technical free throw here for Jaden Ilen. And habang may technical free throw dito, just want to give a huge shout out to the wise man himself, the one and only, the lover boy, lover dad, Coach Carlo Pancho Alfonso of the Mapua Red Robins, no?
Alam mo ba, na-coach na ako ni Coach Pancho dati.
Ano no?
Kung ano man yung naging ako sa basketball dahil kay Coach Pancho yun.
Bang klase. So shout out to Coach Carlo Pancho Alfonso, who will be analyzing the last 4 games after this one, no? Ibang klase.
Kailangan ko pala galingan.
Magle-level up ang Milko ngayon kasi
Oo.
si Coach Pancho ang papalit sa atin. But in this game, 3 minutes 45 remaining as Eagles still up by 5 here. Well read by Ethan Manalo. As Marco Yoro, they need to cross it quickly, and they do.
Just about 2 seconds left, no, before that 8-second violation.
As Yoro passes it inside to Chris Leavore. 2 Team A players showing their chemistry here.
Another assist there coming from a broken play off of that full court press of EASTPRINT.
3 minutes and 10 remaining here. 64-57 is the score, and there's a pushing foul called against Carl Gondianco. As we take a look at that replay, Chris Leavore using his length. And grabe, Justin, last week nung first game day natin dito sa Talent ID 16 under natin, si Pancho Alfonso, Coach Pancho Alfonso, 8 games.
Wow.
And kulang pa daw yung 8 games na yun na kinover niya. Ngayon, mag-aapat lang daw siya, so parang warm-up lang to for him, no? Abangan nyo po yun mamaya, ladies and gentlemen, after this game. So 57-64, Ateneo up by 7. As Yoro, great defense by Calix Tubig. EASTPRINT really needs to make an extra effort here. And there's a foul. Is that on Carl Candionco? Oh no, that's on Chris Leavore. So that's going to be his 3rd personal foul, and that is the last foul to give dito for the Eagles. The next foul will send them to the penalty. However, a lucky break here for the Eagles as EASTPRINT not doing a good job shooting their free throws. They're 50-50 ball from the line, just like that.
1 out of 2. The Eagles with 2.5 minutes left, already in the penalty situation. Let's see if EASTPRINT can take some sort of advantage of that.
2.5 remaining. Gandionco. Ilen. Guarded by Enriquez, but free throw line jumper, no good for Jaden Ilen. So may pag-asa ba dito ang EASTPRINT as there's a foul on the floor, and that will send Ateneo to the penalty.
Pushing foul on number 82. Marco Yoro, his 3rd personal foul penalty.
as Marco Yoro will be getting his third personal foul. $64-58 is the score, folks, as he knocks down the first one.
Something that EASTPRINT really needs to take advantage of, the free throw shooting. Now going 2 for 2, so much needed for EASTPRINT. Going for that full court press. Ateneo gets it across, 2 minutes left as we enter the twilight zone, and what a shot coming from...
As we are down to the last 2 minutes of the ball game, atin sa inyo ng Smart 5G. 66-59 is the score. Peña. Oh, great steal by Marco Yoro, but misses on that layup. And another miss for Ateneo. And Marco Yoro finally, third time's the charm.
2 offensive rebounds.
Oh, as Ateneo, another foul. So another fresh 2 free throws dito for EASTPRINT. So 1:32 remaining. Oh, unsportsmanlike foul. Is that going to be on Carl Gandionco? Or that was against Sarmiento? Okay, I got confused there. Oh no, yun nga. The unsportsmanlike foul was on Carl Gandionco after that free throw. Ayun, kitang-kita mo. That was against Eddie Enriquez. So for excessive hard contact, so that's criteria 1 yung binigay dito kay Carl Gandionco. And that's huge because that's going to be 2 free throws for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers plus ball possession. However, EASTPRINT Impact Ballers are a 50-50 ball from the charity stripe in this ball game. Hindi nila mabuo yung free throws nila. Like Coach Pancho last week, na binuo niya yung 8 games last week. Ha? And kulang pa daw sa kanya yun. Sabi niya parang third game pa nga lang daw yun. And right now, Coach Monroe Quezon, Coach Jeffrey Mangubat talking to the referees. And there's kind of... I don't know what's happening right now, but some of the coaching staff of Eagles are kind of talking to the referees because they were trying to, you know, ask for some explanation dun sa foul. But let's take a look at this. After that free throw, yun, yung bangga na yun ni Carl Gandionco kay Eddie Enriquez. So that's the reason why the referees gave... Okay, so there's gonna be... Okay. So this is the 2 free throws for Eddie Enriquez. And this is huge for EASTPRINT. They need to capitalize on these charity shots. As he goes 2 for 2. And babalik pa sa kanila ang bola.
So when it matters the most, that's when EASTPRINT makes these free throws. But you're gonna have to look back on what happened in this game. If EASTPRINT doesn't come up with the victory, they're gonna really blame it on those missed opportunities from the line.
Especially closed ball game. Oh. Yun ang titignan lagi madalas ng coach. Looking at the stat sheet. But right now, great pressure defense here for Ateneo. No easy, no wide open shots for EASTPRINT there. And last touch by Ateneo. So ball stays with EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. There will be a timeout called by EASTPRINT. They're going to be drawing up a play here because they only have 14 on the shot clock. So we'll have a quick break, folks, as we'll be back for more right after the break. Ladies and gentlemen, that guy right there, Marco Yoro, doing everything right now for the Eagles. That's why they are up by 5 here. However, a minute and 16 remaining here and ball stays with EASTPRINT. Impact Ballers with 14 on the shot clock. Mahaba-haba pa ang oras natin dito, Justin.
Oo, tingnan natin if magiging problema yung ginawa na unsportsmanlike foul earlier.
However, basket will count for Travis Estrada and he'll head over to the line for one more. Great play setup for EASTPRINT. And that's going to be Chris Liavore's 4th personal foul. One more foul and he will be out. Wow. Parang wala pang 3 seconds yung possession na yun.
And it's a 4-point swing. Could be 5 if this goes in.
Ayun nga lang yung problema ng EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Their free throw shots are not favoring them as Yoro has the rock. There's going to be a blocking foul on Sarmiento, but that's just the first team foul here.
Multiple fouls to give here for EASTPRINT.
Oh.
Yun talaga yung masakit na foul na ginawa kanina ni Carl Gadionco. No? 7-point lead, losing his temper quite a bit, doing excessive contact.
As Spencer saw, almost stolen away here by EASTPRINT. Here comes Yoro. Great defense by Tubig. Fast break opportunity. Gives it wide open, and it's now a 1-point ball game as Coach Jeffrey Mangubat, an offensive collapse here from the Eagles, and EASTPRINT Impact Ballers just trailing by 1. What a tight ball game here, Justin, no?
What a game indeed. And like we said earlier, we're going to have to go back to that foul created or given by Carl Gadionco. No, it was an unnecessary contact, and it gave a 4-point swing for the Impact Ballers. And now a layup to keep it within a 1-point distance.
So let's see anong play dito nila Coach Jeffrey Mangubat, because I'm pretty much sure they don't need to rush their shots here, especially with EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. Then they were down by what, 9 points earlier, and then nagkaroon ng back-to-back made shots sila, and that huge unsportsmanlike foul by Carl Gadionco kaya nabuhayan etong EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. As this team kind of trying to turn the momentum towards their favor, and 52.8 seconds remaining here in the 4th and final quarter. What will be the play of Coach Jeffrey Mangubat as they will inbound the ball to their backcourt? So fresh 24 or full 24 ang makukuha dito ng Ateneo. I know, they went to their front court. Papunta kasi lahat ng players doon sa backcourt ng Ateneo. But eto, they corrected it. So that's gonna be 14 seconds on the shot clock here for the Eagles.
So opting for safety now to turn it over early at the backcourt.
As Yoro will inbound. Gives it here to Chris Liavore. Yoro, 8 on the shot clock. Yoro pulls up. In and out. Rebound by EASTPRINT. They have the opportunity to take the lead here. Enriquez. Nino asking for a pick. Pick and roll play. Spins. Kicks it out. Pulls up. And can't get it to go. Almost a steal. Shot clock is off. And that's going to be a Judy foul here, given by Eddie Enriquez. That's just their 2nd team foul. And this is the reason why we have the talent ID because of this game right now. May 2 fouls to give pa etong EASTPRINT Impact Ballers, Justin.
So they can opt to go for the steal early here for EASTPRINT and go for the foul.
Oo. And shot clock is already off, so Ateneo will just burn down the clock here. And that's the 3rd team foul. And that's the 3rd personal foul on Nino Sarmiento. So 1 more foul to give.
They should have actually pressured Yoro in the backcourt quite a bit.
And they're just giving it to Yoro, no? They're not even denying the ball. So Nino Sarmiento, that's his 4th personal foul and 4th team foul. Kailangan na mag-ingat din Nino Sarmiento dito as Coach Jeffrey Mangubat opted to call a timeout as they want to huddle it up with 18.1 seconds remaining. 68-67 is the score. And grabe, Justin, 4th game pa lang natin to. May 4 games pa tayo after this one.
And I'm quite surprised now with EASTPRINT that they got Yoro at the backcourt, and they should have pressured him a bit, maybe force an 8-second violation before going for a quick foul.
Yes.
Yeah, so now they wasted all their fouls to give. Next foul of EASTPRINT is going to be a penalty situation, giving Eagles 2 free throws.
So what I'm expecting for EASTPRINT is put the pressure, no? Wag yung parang gusto lang nila, ibigay mo lang muna kay Yoro and fa-foul na lang kami. They're not even bothering to, deny the ball on Yoro. And now will Coach Jeffrey Mangubat inbound the ball to their front court. Let's see. But ladies and gentlemen, again, this is the Milku Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under Group B Division. And after this, 4 more games ang pinakinabangan ko doon sa next games natin. Yung Pancho Alfonso na, yung magiging analyst doon, no? The one and only wise man.
Pag gusto nyo matuto mag-basketball and to play the right way, makinig kayo sa mga next 4
Ako din.
games.
Ito lahat ng mga natutunan ko sa basketball. 3 hours lang with Coach Pancho Alfonso. But ito, back to the ball game tayo, folks. Just like that. Or almost a turnover. Spencer saw. They will just milk down the clock here. And that's gonna be penalty for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers.
There you go. They give the ball to Jaden.
So Jaden Ilen will be shooting 2 free throws.
He will be tested.
And you can feel the pressure, no? So, Jaden Ilen. Let's see if he can knock down these 2 freebies. Missing with the first. He still has 1 more though. Kailangan makuha ng EASTPRINT neto etong rebound na to. And try to go for a quick shot. But for Eagles naman, they're gonna be looking for that offensive rebound. If Jaden Ilen missed this one. And he rattles in the second. So another timeout break this time for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. With 11 seconds remaining, 69 and 6-7 yung score natin, no? Dalawang favorite numbers ni Coach Pancho Alfonso. 69 and 6-7. Now, EASTPRINT, I'm pretty much sure they're going to be inbounding the ball to their front court. The question is, will they take a 2-point shot and tie this game with 69 apiece, or will they go ahead and gamble a 3-point shot to try to take the lead?
We have to wait and see, but I won't be surprised if they insert Peña into the ball game. He has that motor. When he gets a full head of steam, he's hard to stop, and if he gets a help defender to commit, maybe he can drop it off to one of their bigs for a tying basket.
And this is a crucial play for EASTPRINT Impact Ballers. For Ateneo, they are already in the penalty. Actually, both teams are already in the penalty. So for Ateneo, they just need to defend this last 11 seconds against EASTPRINT. But just want to remind everyone, EASTPRINT Impact Ballers right now are a 50-50 ball at the charity stripe. So they're not doing a good job shooting their free throws. They're just doing an okay job so far, which is, you cannot settle for that one, no, in a close ball game like this one.
But when it mattered the most, after that unsportsmanlike foul, they did convert 2 out of 2.
Oh, and here comes Eddie. Eddie Enriquez will be inbounding the ball. 11 seconds remaining. Oh, what a steal by Spencer Saw! And increasing the lead to 2 possessions. What a steal from Spencer Saw! EASTPRINT nagmamadali dito. Sarmiento from 3-point area. No! And Yoro with the rebound. And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of our 4th game for today. The Eagles wins this nail-biter game What a steal from Spencer on that last play, Justin.
Yeah, not a perfect ball game for the Ateneo Blue Eagles, but coming up big, coming up clutch in those final stops. They get the steal, and Spencer Saw extending it to 4, giving them this victory.
71-67 is the final score as the Eagles will take home their first win in our Milko Sports Got Skills Basketball Talent ID 16 under Group B division. So stay tuned lang because up next will be Hoops United versus JBA Elites in our Group C. But hold on lang guys kasi we'll have our best player interview to be given by our one and only courtside reporter Rain Martinez. Stay tuned lang as we'll be back for more right after the break.
You just finished your game between the EASTPRINT X Impact Ballers versus Eagles with a final score of 71-67 in favor of the Eagles. And we have here the best player of the game, Jaden Elan, with an amazing 19 points, 6 rebounds, and 4 steals. Jaden, we've seen that there's not really a big gap since the first quarter, but during the fourth quarter, specifically the last 1 minute of the fourth quarter, your team got the lead. Jaden, what was going through your mind during those moments?
Nung nahabol po yung opponents, I think we became too complacent. Pero sa fourth quarter, we started to adjust and we started to push ourselves. So I think especially sa 1 minute, and we really wanted that win. So I think that's what got us the win.
Thank you, Jaden. Is there anyone you'd like to greet to the fans who cheered on you today?
Thank you to the Ateneo thank you to the Ateneo supporters, especially to my mom and dad who keep on supporting me, who keep on pushing me.
Thank you, Jaden. We also have here the coach of the Eagles, Coach Jeff. We've seen that there's a lot of timeouts going on in the fourth quarter. Coach, what did you say to the team that got them back into the rhythm?
Stay focused, go back to defense, tapos yung details lang ng ginagawa namin, they have to execute. That's all.
Thank you, Coach. If is there anyone you'd like to greet to the fans who cheered on the Eagles today, Coach?
Wala naman.
Thank you, Coach. Again, this is Ray Martinez, and coming up next is a battle between JBA Elite and Hoops United.